later on, so a little bit of a change of scenery. I've got a very quick unboxing for you this afternoon. It's one that I do every month, so you're probably more than familiar with it by now. But it is Secret Scent, which is just here. So Secret Scent, for those of you who may not be aware, is a monthly fragrance subscription that lets you discover new designer perfumes or aftershaves, and they send you a 30-day supply of 3 different fragrances every month. So there is a man's version and a women's version. I'm of course showing you the women's version this time around, or in fact every time, but the price points and everything for the men's and women's are of course the same. I will go through those very shortly. Just a quick note as well, they only ever use authentic fragrances, so you know it's the real deal. It's not kind of a fake that they've bought from eBay or anything like that. It is always the real deal. And it's also, as you can probably tell, letterbox friendly too. So it does come in an outer box, which I have removed just to make it easier for me to show you what's inside. But it does mean that even if you're not home, you don't have to worry about getting red carded for it. It just slides straight on through your letterbox. So let's open it all out. Now, of course, this is the December edition. So what there is usually inside, and that is the same this time as well, are the fragrance cards, but there's also a little card here that says you can win a £25 Amazon gift card just by sharing a picture of your box. And then we of course, when I can get this, there we go, have the 3 cards that just give you a little bit more information about each of the fragrances. The fragrances themselves are here, so they come encased in this little sort of velvet padding kind of thing, and they're all in these little vials, different colours as well, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier to distinguish which is which. But I will just very quickly go through those with you right now, as I always do. So we have this yellow one first of all, and this is Calvin Klein CK Reveal. Now these little fragrance cards, they show you a picture of the full-size bottle, and they also give you a little bit of information about the perfume. So if there are any particular perfumes that you enjoy, that you like, or that you think somebody else would like, you know what you're looking for if it comes to buying the full size. But you can also look for fragrances with similar ingredients in as well, which I think is really clever. So this fragrance is a sexy, confident and seductive perfume for women, illustrated by intriguing duality, surprising freshness and surrounding warmth. So it has top notes of salt, black pepper, white pepper and pink pepper, very peppery. Middle notes of ambergris and iris, and base notes of cashmere, sandalwood, musk and vetiver. So let's have a little sniff. Okay. So yeah, that's very kind of, I can't even describe it. It's an interesting scent, but I think it's perfect for this time of year. It's definitely very peppery, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense, because I'll be honest, when I kind of read the fragrance notes for that and it said all the different peppers, I was a little bit, is this going to make me sneeze? But no, that's actually interesting, I think is probably the way to describe it. It may well smell much different when it's actually on my skin. You often find that these things do. But yeah, that's an interesting scent for sure. So we have the next one, which is in the green vial here. And this is DKNY, Be 100% Delicious. So that's what the full-size fragrance bottle looks like. And this is a new, fun and fruity fragrance, offering a playful rush of sweet and sensual succulence, perfect for wearing any time of the day or night. So it has top notes of pear, mandarin, blackcurrant and pistachio, middle notes of magnolia, rosewater and orange blossom, and base notes of sandalwood, tonka bean and white woods. So again, we'll have a little sniff. Yeah, so that is very much, I can smell the pear in that pretty much straight off the bat, which is very nice. But then with the inclusions of the sandalwood is one of my favourite fragrances. That's probably going to die down to something that again is perfect for this time of year. I do like that they do tend to include scents that match with the seasons. That does tend to be something that they try and do as much as possible. We then have the last one, which is Escada Fairy Love. Yeah, Fairy Love. I think that full-size bottle looks gorgeous. So this is Wrap Yourself in a Starry Web of Fantasy with this vegan limited edition sparkling natural perfume. So it has top notes of nashi pear, raspberry and orange, base notes of jasmine, middle notes of jasmine, sorry, and base notes of hazelnut. So let's have a sniff. Okay, that smells amazing. I really like that. The raspberry is really prominent on first sniff. And then I think the inclusion again of the hazelnut is going to make it kind of, I guess, like a nutty, fruity sort of scent, because there's pistachio in there as well. So definitely an interesting one. And I love the fact that it's vegan and natural as well. That's never a bad thing. So that's the 3 scents included this time. Now in terms of the price point, as I mentioned, it's the same for both the men's and the women's. So it's £15 per month. You can also prepay, so you can prepay for 6 months at £84, or you can prepay for 12 months at £156. That comes with free delivery within the UK as well. And as I mentioned, only ever 100% authentic fragrances. It gives you the chance to really try a fragrance out before you then go ahead and purchase it. I know I've had times in the past where I've bought a fragrance based off the fact that I thought it smelled nice when I sniffed it in a shop, or when, you know, maybe one of my friends was wearing it, and then actually when I've worn it a few times, I've either had a reaction to it or I've just ended up not liking it as much as I thought. So this is the perfect way to kind of try things out as you go. If you're someone that really likes fragrance and likes to switch your fragrances up, it's a really great option as well. We do have a discount code too. So if you put into the in the bit where it asks you for your code at the checkout, if you put box session 50 in there, you will get your first box for half price, so £7.50, which I don't think is too bad to be able to discover potentially your new signature scent, or a couple of your new signature scents, although don't blame me if that is what happens. So I will just very quickly recap. I told you it would be a nice quick unboxing for you all on this, well, what is a very cold and wintry afternoon here in South Yorkshire. I'm not sure what it's like where you are, but I'll just very quickly recap. So we had this one here, which was the Calvin Klein CK Reveal, which I'm very interested to see what it smells like on my skin, because it's certainly an interesting scent. We had the one in the middle here, which was DKNY Be 100% Delicious. And then this one here, the pink one, is Escada Fairy Love. So I think just on first impressions at least, I think the Escada is the one that appeals to me the most personally, but of course fragrance is something that is very subjective and very personal to each individual, and that's another reason why this subscription is really great, because it allows you to try out scents that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily have considered, and actually can sometimes end up being one of your favourites. So yeah, as I mentioned, box session 50 in the checkout, and that gives you your first box half price. Here's what the box looks like again. If you have any questions, as always, please do let me know in the comments. I'll be doing a full written review, which will be uploaded within the next week or so, once I've had a chance to try out these scents and just see what they like. Sometimes I end up changing my mind about which one my favourite is after I've worn them all. And of course it makes a great gift. Of course this time of year is the season of gifting, although I think by now it's probably a little too late, but something maybe to think about for birthdays, future Christmases, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, because there is a men's version as well. What do you buy somebody who has everything? Get them some fragrance. That's what I always say. So that's everything that I was going to show you. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. I may or may not do another unboxing before Christmas, so just in case I don't, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you all soon. Bye.